Hi all, welcome to the no risk trading for the marquee matchups for the weekend of the 20th of October. Plenty to cover here in terms of so many routes, guys, so hopefully you find this useful across all the leagues. So plenty to be prepared for, especially from a no risk perspective, guys. So hopefully smash the likes as always, sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, GZLegend, all the links are down below for playlists and channel and social media links. So let's jump into the video. So EPL, guys, to start off with, there is so much to just kind of plough through. You can go the English route, for example. You can go for like Kabul, you can go there's Yoshida. There's so much you can just kind of work around. Also Walters, Stecklenburg. There is just so much you can just kind of trade away with within the EPL. But at the end of the day, we honestly have no idea what could crop up this week, and with the amount of routes, just going no risk trading, guys, for me is a good safety net, and that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. You need a safety net, and it's a good way to kind of just operate and just work away through it all. With Lagu one, plenty to just work away with there and just cover your backs every time, not just every time, but just in general. And with the amount that's in the league on a no risk perspective, in my opinion, there's going to be profit there, surely. Even from just a minimum perspective, if any of these players in particular, especially the French ones, for example, if any, say there was a requirement requiring French, you'd be in potentially some good money. So just remember that right away. With the Bundesliga, the one man I will genuinely try and get on a no risk method is again is Tojan. I got him like early days, and I've just never got him again since. But the reason why I kind of say Tojan is because he's German. He is a right wing back, but he just plays for Dortmund, and he would just be useful. He's also handy rather than having like peace check, and there's not many German right backs. I know you've got like Young, but it's, in terms of like the goals, there's not really that many. And Beck as well, I should have said. Beck's another one that you get on a no risk basis. But honestly, guys, if I'm putting 30k, in all honesty, it's more than 30k a time I'm putting in this. I'm putting maybe 60, 90k, and quite easily I will put that in. Also, some of the leagues I'm just obviously making sure as well, because sometimes you find the no risk doesn't apply to the 300. Sometimes, remember, be wary of that. It can go to the 600 and get the rares, but the one thing I'm wary of when it comes to that aspect is that you can slip up, and there's not really as many the profits aren't as good from the rares, I will admit, even though you can nab quite a few to kind of cover your back, especially if the requirement requires rare players, so be aware of that. But Sint-Graven, very useful because he's Dutch and a good rating. As I said, the whole of the Eredivisie, if that was to crop up, there's great quite a strong plethora of players to work with. Then, like, the good thing about the Hellasliga now is that it's now back up to 4 teams in terms of like a FIFA context, but you'd rather have the whole league than it'd be more fun. The reason why I say that is because you want to have more than just 4 teams to operate with from a trading perspective, but also just from a player perspective. It just gives you a bit more to work with. I think there's like 80 players or something, 80, 90 players you get for the Hellasliga. So if you've got all 90 players or whatever, then you're kind of covered and you don't really have to worry about buying anyone. But the players in general, like Marin, Livaja, there's ample to work with. Then Macaroni and Ninkovic are your only A-League players that are gold, not rare. But as I said, as always, guys, if you're willing to break out with the no risk method, then go and buy the rest of the players that are gold within the league for 350. I don't think there is a single rare in the league, so be wary of that. But in all honesty, there is so much to just kind of plough through from a, like, it's just great that this is the one week where we get so many routes. Obviously Van Wolfswinkel is your only gold 75 non-rare. There's none that are rare as well, I believe, so you're a bit snookered on that. Over at Russia, you've got not a great deal this year. Last year you had quite a lot to work with from a no-risk perspective. There's quite a few that have been bumped down to like 74, then there's a few that have been bumped up to like even just 76, it's kind of annoying. But if you can nab any of them at all, like Anazai, Ivanov, Shenikov, Ishenko, then Zanev, you're kind of sorted really in all honesty. There's enough to work with, and then just build the rest of the team around it, depending if the Russian league does get the go ahead for a particular option for the marquee matchups. Then with the Turkish league, same applies to that as well. There's not as many non-rares in the no risk method that apply this year, but still, if you can nab any of them, obviously people will say, oh, look at the nations within the league. That in itself is a good way, especially when it comes to the Turkish league. I think quite often they do opt for like Turkish league, Turkish nationality players for the requirement. But then again, it doesn't hurt to cover yourself with like Fernandao if you can nab him, or Diego Angelo, or TT, or Agu. It just gives you a bit of variety. Derdiok as well. Any of these players, it just gives you a bit of variety, not just for like nationality, but for the clubs, but also for the nations as well. Because end of the day, you want to cover yourself on enough avenues, and if with the variety of nations and clubs, it just kind of gives you enough option to work with. And you want to kind of cover a fair bit of positions, because if you only need a couple players that out with the no risk trading that kind of help, then you're laughing. Hopefully you find this useful. As always guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this, and I will catch you all later guys.